A lot of unicorns are unicorns because they've accepted shitty terms with a high valuation, and then there's a downward, there's a problem, there's corona, there's whatever issues in the market, and like this, they're wiped out of the cap table, or the entrepreneurs have very little left. A lot of entrepreneurs seem to be very focused on valuation. I think it's almost like an ego status symbol. My business worth this much, or it's like they put it in their Excel model and they say, my shares are worth as much, forgetting completely that it's a made up number anyways. There is a VC in the US that's quite famous that says, you decide on valuation, we decide on terms.
Yeah, that's Mark Andreessen.
Exactly, Andreessen Horowitz. And the funny thing about it, a lot of entrepreneurs don't realize is, you can get $1 trillion valuation from a person for a starting business model, and they can still completely run you over on the terms, right? And I've just found so many people who get more in love, and we see that from unicorns. A lot of unicorns are unicorns because they've accepted shitty terms with a high valuation, and then there's a downward, there's a problem, there's corona, there's whatever issues in the market, and like this, they're wiped out of the cap table, or the entrepreneurs have very little left.
Or you have this waterfall where, it's a unicorn, but you as a founder is the last one who ever gets anything.
You ever get $1, right? And by the way, it has to hit 10 billion before you do it, right? And there's so many examples of that.
Like that.
So it's really about looking at the entire package, which is valuation, money coming in, it's the terms, and it's of course how good are the investors. Hey Lars, in your experience, you've raised a lot of money, both for funds and for individual businesses. What do you think is the best way to approach investors?
You need to work on the elevator pitch, you need to do the pitch deck, you need to make a spreadsheet that shows the budget model, you know, all these things that you need to have ready. But when you go out and talk with investors, you should not say, this is what we have, and this is what you can invest, and these are the terms. You should ask them what they want to do with that. You know, are they interested? And if they're interested, what structure of investment would they like to have? Would they like to have a convertible note structure? Would they like to invest alone or in conjunction with some other people?
And if you go even earlier in the process and say, like, approaching the investor, like you have an investor, you would like to talk to them, you don't know them, how do you approach them?
What you call a privileged introduction is the best to people you don't know. So if you come out of the blue, if somebody writes to me, you know, they connect with me on LinkedIn, and then they write that they have this business and there's a pitch deck. Unfortunately, it's really unlikely that I do anything about it other than perhaps, you know, thank you, but I don't have time. So, because I get overwhelmed with so many proposals. But if somebody I know says that, you know, one of my friends is doing this, I've looked at it, it's really good, I think it's really good, you should take a look at it, then it's far more likely that I will look at it. And that's not only me, that's how it works. So find out, if you have somebody in mind, find out which mutual acquaintances you might have, and then go through that route.
Yeah.
You want to create a chain reaction. Yeah. And but I like to say, you know, if people say that they might be interested in investing, then it's really good to find out, ask them questions instead of them asking you questions all the time. So asking, you know, how do you invest, and if you invest, do you want to do due diligence, or do you want somebody else to do it, or how does that work?
Yeah.
Or would you be interested in us finding a lead investor, and then you come in as a co-investor? You know, what is on your mind? And if they say, yeah, we're interested, but you have to find a lead, that means that if you do find a lead, then you close the deal.
Yeah. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this clip. I really hope you enjoyed it. Comment below so I can follow your journey, I can be part of your life, and hopefully you'll be part of mine as well. And if you haven't already done it, click subscribe below, and we can be part of this entrepreneurial and leadership and career adventure together.